After the Boxing Day drama at Parker Scarlets, the Ospreys are back in Pro 12 derby action at the Liberty Stadium on New Year's Day when they welcome Newport Gwent Dragons. Join us now as we look ahead to the game with Hanno Dirksen and Lloyd Ashley. Lloyd, smack bang in the middle of a busy period of games, halfway through the Christmas derbies. Start with the Scarlets on last weekend first. A win, a tough place to go, got to be pretty pleased.
Yeah, definitely pleased with the win down in Parker Scarlets. They lost one game in 2 years down there, so and not lost a game in the league down there this year. So yeah, we're really happy to get a win. There was a lot to come out of it that we can improve on though. So even though we did get a win, we are working hard this week to get even better.
I suppose that's one of those things. It's a good position to be in where you win in and still have work on, because it keeps everyone grounded, keeps everyone thinking on how they can improve.
Yeah, and it also gives you some motivation to come and train even harder week in, week out, which is also a really good thing for us. Everybody's pushing each other to get that improvement week on week, so we're in a good place at the moment and we're trying to keep pushing forward as much as we can week by week.
I think the two derby games over the weekend, us and the Dragons game, showed how tight these festive fixtures can be. Both of them going down to a kick to win the game right to the death. Thankfully ours went our way, but it shows just how competitive these games are.
Yeah, the derbies are always competitive, but it also shows how competitive the Pro 12 is as well. You've got teams right the way through the board in the league, and everybody's competing well against each other, so that shows the standard of the league and the standard of the Welsh teams in the league.
When you look at the table this season, it does back up what you're saying. Everyone's beating everyone, and even though we lost 5 of the first 6, we are now only just a win away from the top 6 again, so it shows what it's all about.
Yeah, it does show us all about it. It's good because every week's competitive and everybody knows they got a point to prove every week, which is exactly where everyone's saying they wanted the league to be over the last couple of years.
And for us, the start of the season that we've had means there's no margin for error now. We've got to be the best we can be week in, week out, and start picking up these wins.
Yeah, we've put a little bit of pressure on ourselves by the start we've had, which is a little bit frustrating, but it's also a challenge that we love, so we won't hide away from that, and we'll carry on battling out week after week.
Looking to Friday, New Year's Day, 2016 starts with another Welsh derby. The Dragons is going to be as fierce and competitive as Boxing Day was, I suppose.
Yeah, definitely. You look at their form over last month and in Europe throughout the season, they are a good team. They haven't got some of the results they've been very close to, like on the weekend, so it'll be a very hard game for us. They'll come down, they want to prove a point in the Liberty, but we also love playing at the Liberty, so we look forward to that one.
And we've got to pick ourselves, because this is a huge month, January. We follow the Dragons game with Leinster home, Clermont home, Exeter away, Glasgow home, all in January. It's a month could define how the season fares for us.
Yeah, it's a huge month for us, and the boys know that going into it, so we need to try and carry on the momentum we've built and try and put a bit more momentum with it going into January, and carry on it going through all the way through, because every game is going to be a challenge.
On a personal level, you're enjoying your longest run of games, I think, in an Ospreys shirt. You must be feeling pretty good about how you're enjoying it.
Yeah, really enjoying it. It's obviously, as a rugby player, you want to be playing week in, week out, and sadly over the last couple of years, due to a couple of different things, I haven't been able to get that going. It's just nice now to be finally having that run and make the most of it as much as I can for as long as it lasts.
And hopefully continuing to play an influential part in the pack over the coming weeks as well.
Yeah, hopefully I can do what the team and what the pack needs me to do over the next couple of weeks, and I'll be working my socks off and training on in the game to make sure I do that.
January 2016 is set to be a massive month for the Ospreys, with 4 huge games at the Liberty Stadium. The Ospreys face Newport Gwent Dragons on the 1st, Leinster on the 8th and Clermont Auvergne on the 15th, with Glasgow also set to visit at the end of the month. You can watch all 4 of those home games for just £59. That's 4 games for the price of 3 when you buy a flexi ticket, which is available now from the Liberty Stadium ticket office, online at ospreysrugby.com/buy tickets, or via the ticket hotline on 0844 815 665. Buy your flexi ticket now and support the region when they go into action for 4 huge games at the Liberty Stadium this January. back in the starting lineup at Parker Scarlets last weekend, making a huge impact, scoring a try and giving the team some go forward. You looked as if you were enjoying yourself.
Yeah, I've enjoyed myself a lot. You know, it's always a nice game to go down there, and you know the crowd's always on your back. But it was a nice game. You know, got some ball and managed to get a try. Haven't scored in a while, so yeah, that was nice to add it on.
As always, going on well with the Scarlets faithful down there. You seem to have a relationship with them. They've given you some stick in previous years, but it's always nice to score against the local rivals wherever.
Yeah, definitely. There wasn't as many boos this time around. It actually felt like a home game. There was a lot of Ospreys supporters there, and you know, yeah, it was very, very nice, nice weekend, packed crowd, and a good win.
And it's an important win. Take away the local derby aspect of it, but important to go to the league leaders, win away from home, and keep our march towards the right end of the table.
Yeah, definitely. We went into the game, you know, last year, and you know they've only lost one game before the weekend, so you know we know it's going to be a tough day at the office, and they really lose at home as well. So yeah, it was very nice to get the win, but you know there was also a lot to work on. You know, too many penalties and errors and things like that. We can, you know, improve and help ourselves, you know, to get a better score.
And we look to this weekend, New Year's Day, kick-off 2016 with another derby against the Dragons. It's going to be another difficult afternoon, but we're back home at the Liberty Stadium for it.
Yeah, it's going to be a nice home game. Again, we haven't had many of those this season, so yeah, looking forward to it. And you know, it's going to be another good game against a local team. And yeah, hopefully we can put in a good performance for the crowd.
What do you expect from the Dragons? They're notorious for being physical and never say die attitude, and you expect them all of the same?
Yeah, they give 110%. You know, their defense is quite good. You know, keep coming off the line, and also, like you say, physical. So we just got to match that, and hopefully we can get a couple of good line breaks.
You've touched on the lack of home games recently, but January is certainly putting that right. We've got 5 games in January, 4 of them at home, massive games in the Pro 12 and Europe. It's a huge month for the players, coaches and supporters.
Yeah, definitely. It's obviously it's always a plus to be at home, and to be home for the next month or so will be really nice, and hopefully get the performance and give the supporters what they want.
That's all for now. Don't forget, tickets for this game and all the massive home matches at the Liberty Stadium in January are on sale now. Remember that the Flexi ticket is still available, giving you the best value for all those games. You can watch all 4 in January for just £59. That's 4 games for the price of 3.